Assalamu alaikum. Right, I said I was going to do a remedy picture, and the remedy we're going to do today is called Nat Mur. Now, Nat Mur is the full name is Natrum Muriaticum, and I'm just going to literally give you a thumbnail sketch of this remedy. Now, they're the type of people who are extremely sensitive. Their motto is don't be hurt and don't hurt anyone. So they tend to be the type of people that you'll see them not getting fully involved in parties and things. They're sitting on the sidelines, but they're very polite. They're very nice. People go to them when they have problems because they're very honest. They're very reliable, and you can trust them, and they won't divulge your secrets. It's a bit like the stiff upper lip of the British. If they're upset, they suffer in silence, and you won't even know that they're hurt. And if they start crying or their tears start welling up in their eyes, and if you go to comfort them, they get very upset and they go, I'm fine, just leave me alone. So they don't, even though they actually want to be consoled, they are worse for consolation. So it will aggravate them. And you don't really, like with young children, you don't really realize how upset they've become by something. And the interesting thing with them is that they will never forget. So they'll forgive you, but they'll never forget that you hurt them. So even for adults, somebody may have hurt us years ago, and we get on with them, and the person thinks everything's hunky-dory and everything's fine, and it is on the surface. But I will never forget that they did that awful thing to me 20 years ago. So with a child, what often comes to light is that they may say something like, oh, do you remember last month you did this to me and you did whatever. And the mother may look at the child astounded, like, what? I don't even remember what you're talking about. You didn't respond. Or so at the time when they're hurt, they don't show it. But younger children, they may voice it later on, or even adults. But generally, they tend not to show their feelings. They have a peculiar fear of being afraid of robbers. And what they'll tend to do is go and check that the doors are locked, or their car doors always locked, and they may be checking their handbag or whatever. You'll notice that they tend to check on those kind of things quite a lot. They have an interesting symptom related to their backache, that their backache is better for lying on a hard surface. So often you'll find, if this person is a Nat Mur person, then and they're suffering from backache, they will tend to go and lie on the floor, and they'll say, yeah, I feel much better if I'm lying on the floor. They have an interesting headache, which is like hundreds of little hammers hammering over their head, and their headaches are worse for the sunlight. And Nat Mur people, what kind of food do they like? Well, they like farinaceous foods, potato, pasta, bread, and they also like fish. So there's a lot of dryness in Nat Mur. They have egg white type discharge from their nose, and but it may also be watery. So it may alternate between these two. And there's a huge array of symptoms. But I just wanted to show you a little bit of how we look at our clients when they come to us and when they start telling us. So we start forming a picture of them, and we don't form the picture of them actually. They tell us, and then we interpret the information that they're giving, and we try and match that information with one of the remedy pictures. And if both of them match, then that's the remedy we would give them. Well, I hope you enjoyed that, and I look forward to connecting with you tomorrow, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum. Bye.